Hi everybody, my name is Vicki and this is my first little golden book journal. I've fallen in love with doing them as so many of you have already, and I have made two prior, and this one is actually a custom that was made for a dear friend of mine. He just turned one and his name is Carter and he's my neighbor. So please enjoy. Um, and bear with me as I'm learning how to go about this. So I'll start with the tassel and just kind of show you gently how the tassel is. Of course, it's got some fun stuff in it, like the wood beads, and it's got like some things that I've had for a very long time. I've got some animals inside, and I've got some like these spiral, really cool things I've had for years, and I just finally get to use these, and it's making me very happy. And of course I've got the word beads here too as well. Anyway, and as you can see, it's got of course the fibers and different lace, actually not, pardon me, not lace, the different, I guess this is seam binding, but I sure like the way it looks when it crinkles up, and ribbon, that's the word I'm looking for, so the different ribbon. Anyway, please enjoy the rest of the book. So his name's Carter, and of course I've made a little first birthday pocket for his card here. That's an elephant. And so this album is more for pictures, and so there's a lot of blank spots and some mats that I've put so that my neighbor, she just has to put the pictures of Carter in, so it'll be nice and easy for her, and mostly 4x6 space for her. And this book is actually like a new Lion King book. It's called I Am Simba, and I chose to do it just because I thought I love the color, and I thought that it was a little bit softer and sweeter than the original story. Although of course we like that one. I just did this one because it pertained. And this is the first page that I made that I really quite enjoyed doing in depth. It's of course a pocket, and I've got the stitching on there, and this is a part of the book, and the pocket has this and also has a pocket inside of a pocket. So, and then there's a tag, and Carter's birthday is, his first birthday was on June 26th, so I just kind of marked that date for her. Oh, and that's handmade paper, this tag. Sorry, I bumped the camera already. Rookie. And then there's a pocket, and this is some handmade paper that I've had for years. Just move that up. Sorry about that. And then I put, of course, the cards in there. Birthday cat. And just from a book. I thought it was awesome because it's about how young lions talk to each other, and I thought that was sweet. It kind of reminded me of Carter. He's learning to talk now. And this is just paper that I made with my spray inks. And it's just some basic, I don't know, white paper that I use spray inks on with some stencils. And that's of course a doily. And this is just a part from the book. And really what I did was I covered up the tail. There was a giant tail there. And so I just kind of covered it just to kind of make it look a little bit nicer. And then of course you can put a picture there. There's a lot of pockets throughout this book. This is just a page of stickers. And this says, babies are such a nice way to start people. I thought that was so cute. And baby angels are among us. And they really are. And there's room on here for her to journal or whatnot. Photo mat. A royal birth. and this is a calendar. It's actually the Thomas Kincaid calendar from this last year. It was a 2021, I believe, or 2020, I'm not sure. And I just took the calendar and of course put it in there. So there's two sides. I made two pockets. And then that's just a photo mat again. It says happy on it on the little tab there. And then on the back, it has just room to journal with Rafiki on it. And I added this special for Tracy. That's my neighbor. That's Carter's mom. She loves giraffes. She's been to Africa. She's an RN. And she did some nursing in Africa. And that's quite a special place to her in her heart. And so she loves giraffes. And so this is a little story actually within the book for her. And it talks about the different giraffes. And it's actually a book that I took that from. That was kind of cute because you can see his little horns sticking out. This is something I just did a handmade little tuck here with some stitching on it and just some background handmade paper. And this is a card that I picked up. I found some Disney Lion King cards. And of course the music paper in behind. And this is from the Cricut. And a sticker, of course. Again, another one, but I wanted to showcase the other side of the card. I thought it was quite nice. And again, the music page that's from the score from the movie. And this is a 4x6 envelope, or an envelope that I put it, a 4x6 fits beautifully on that envelope on the back. And then a pocket, of course, you know what's in there. Zazu is one of his favorite characters, and he actually learned how to say Zazu just recently. And a little bag with the pocket to put 4x6 photos in again. Paper clip with a little tassel. And then I've done the tags on this side. You have another pocket with 3 tags that fit nicely. This one's actually got some stitching, and it's actually got I did something on my Cricut. It's a little foldable tab, and so I stitched on the back there. And then I did another little card that says, "There's no 7 wonders of the world in the eyes of a child. There are 7 million. Walter Stry Tiff." Shoot, sorry about that. Down. I think is that a bonsai tree? No. I can't remember the name of those trees. Little bingo card. It says grow. And that reflects to the story that's over here about a baby giraffe named Friday that was born. And the baby's story, of course, is on the back of the story is on the back of the book page. It's a Jane Goodall book that I pulled that from, and it's just, she makes a whole bunch of them. There's like 3, actually I think there's about 4 or 5 in the series, and they're all different animals, and they're just lovely. Like, they have stories about with the little characters that she named, like the real animals, and they actually have quite a nice story. I fell in love with them, actually. Just a card. And it's a fully dressed album, as you can see. Oh, and of course I tried to put as many tags as I could for pictures and journaling. Okay, this one took me a little time to put together, but I just love that picture of father and son looking up at the stars. Mufasa is so majestic with Simba. And then I made this from another book page for the center. And I just loved how this came together. I always wanted to do this, where you use the clear page, and it's actually a double pocket inside there. And these are those animals from their recollections, animals from Michael's. And they're just so beautiful. I just fell in love with them, with the stitching on the Cricut card. I hope that you can see that. I might have been forgetting to look at the camera there. There we go. And there's another pocket here, and I just put something basic in. But it's another Recollections favorite of mine with the different cats on it. More pocketing. I just think that's very, very fitting for putting pictures in, so she can tuck as many as she likes in there. And that's just from I don't even remember what that's from, just something I've collected along the way. It was like a little notebook that you can get. I think it's from the dollar store, actually, the cover of the notebook. And then these are just like cut from the storybook. And then I did like, I don't know what you call that, a Franken page. I think they're called Franken pages, where you do the stitching and stitch them together. That was the first time I did that, with another pocket to tuck pictures in. And I just put another image of father and son. Again, I love that. Carter will be able to put pictures of him and his dad. And then there's room for I don't know if you can see that on there, but I wrote 3.5 by 5 photos, so because that'll make it so the mat around is just the perfect size. Oops, that way. Sticker. I love that. He's so vibrant looking on there, and I thought that was fitting to put his name. So that's Carter Douglas is my neighbor, and he is very special. He calls me Auntie. Well, he hasn't formed Auntie yet, but that's who we're calling me, so hopefully soon. And I found these little clips, I think from the dollar store quite a few months ago, but these little clips are so adorable. I have a monkey one too I'm going to add later downstairs. I almost forgot about it. But I have a bunch of them, so I'll be able to give her extras. And then again, in the pocket is another photo mat for her for 4x6 with a journaling card in behind, just something basic for her. She can write on and whatever was going on in the picture. And then I did a tuck. I'm probably going too slow. I apologize to everybody. Again, this is my first one, so fast forward me. And I love this with the 2 lion cubs. I love their little freckles that they have. I have a lot of freckles, as you can see, so I really relate to them, cutie pies. Anyway, you're my true blue friend. Those are rub-ons. And that's just the other side of the envelope. And there's some stitching. That's how I got it to sit so nice there. And then this is a page of this is the music page. And I just used, I made a little tuck with cutting out the characters from the book with a coloring page tucked inside. I absolutely love Lion King too myself, so it was really fun doing this book. And then it just is another cute little image for her to have. With Simba and Nala. And I thought the clouds look kind of neat there. And then this is one of kind of my signatures that I do. And I don't know if I saw somebody do it or how, but I absolutely think this is fun because it's yet another place to tuck pictures, but adds a lot of extra to the page, but makes it also usable. And so it's like a double tuck there. And those are just stickers. And this is a tag inside a pocket. And that's a perfect 4x6 mat yet again. So that she can just drop her picture on there, make it nice and easy. And this is, oh, pardon me, this is a pocket as well and you can see that it's part of the calendar. And this is the rest of that Thomas Kincaid calendar image, and it's got, of course, the giraffe, which she loves, gathered to celebrate the birth of the baby. And then I've had this basic gray paper for many, many years. Some of you may recognize it. And I loved it, and I had forgotten all about it, and then I dug it out. I went rifling through everything I had just to find this 4x6, or pardon me, this to make a photo mat here for the pocket. It's just single-sided. And then I can't remember the name of the books, but those books that have, like, they're for kids, and I just cut that out. Okay, and then yet another photo mat. There is a pocket in behind there. And then this is just a flip with a tag inside. And that's Carter's initial C. Basic little pocket there, made from a book page. This is actually a vintage book that I pulled that from. And these are, I've had these for a long time as well. I stitched those on just to make little tabs, just to add some extra life to the edges of the book pages, or pardon me, throughout the book. Okay, and now the rest of that little book pad, this is the stuff that was in kind of in behind it. And they're just coloring pages and little pages. These are from the dollar store, these pages. And this is a nice little tuck there, handy, with the hyenas. The story shifts a little bit, like it's different. It kind of takes out the part where Mufasa dies. Just, I think it's a little gentler of a book, so it's quite nice if anybody wants to relive and do Lion King again with their kids. It's a nice book. This is the pocket, perfect 4x6 mat again. And then this is the end of the first signature. It's a pretty chunky book. This is a flip down envelope. Try to go a little bit faster now. Pocket. I just made that. It's pretty basic. Tag. I love that paper though. I don't know where I got this cardstock, but it's double-sided with the two-tone colors. And then here again is the Recollections animals that they got in. I love those. They're just so awesome for this book. They fit very well. Put that out for now. And then I also had this on there to add a little charm. I'm just kind of learning how to do that with Adored on it. To start the first signature. And this is just from my Cricut cut. And that's just a piece of the book page, one of the books that I had. And now Simba has grown into a teenager or an adult. Flip. Oops, I knew I was going to do that. Just a flip. This is just from the dollar store. I shouldn't keep saying just all the time because it's you know, it's been a collection. I've been collecting it for a long time. Coloring pages, rub-ons, and this is a music page that's from the score from the movie, and I just kind of folded it, and that's a 4x6 mat and just a little tuck so she can write. I'll put a little white piece on there and then she can write the details of the picture. And of course we have, this is the score of Hakuna Matata, no worries, and it's just a big fat tag so that she can put pictures on. This is another little handmade tuck with a book from a book page. It's kind of cute. And that's from a book as well. And just a bit of pattern paper. And then on the back, of course, we've got our majestic lion. I love him. They're so amazing. They're such amazing creatures. I've learned a lot about them since I started doing the book. And of course, Timon and Pumbaa come into the picture. Just a basic flip down. This is a little pocket. And I found this game. It's called Quiz Me Animals. And so while you're learning about the animals, so on the back, you basically get the person to guess what animal it is. And so it starts by saying what that animal has, the features, and then the person starts guessing. And so of course I use the warthog one on this page. And this is just dictionary page. Then we've got tuck, card tuck. The honor, and it's about Rafiki, a little bit from the original story there that I've added. Corner tuck. And then I made my own little sprayed, this is on vellum, and I just wanted to make some paper that matched the book, just to add a little texture. Okay. These are side tucks, and I just added like another card with some bits to it. So she can add a picture on the back and then write on this side, add another picture there if she wants. Rub-ons, ribbon. I thought this was, I love this. I think I like green a lot, that's why. But anyway, this is from the, from another, like a vintage, this is actually from a atlas. That's what I'm trying to say, an atlas. And it had so many details. It was like a children's atlas. And then this side is from the book, and it's Rafiki when he was doing all the painting, and so I put in a tuck with some of his painted animals, and this is handmade paper, and you can tuck something as well in that pocket. And this is the back of it's glued onto the back of the atlas page, and so the planet Earth was there, so I thought that fit well. Cardstock that I've had for many years, some of you might recognize it. I think it's Bo Bunny, maybe. It was one of their first. This is just a matted pattern paper. Another atlas page, and this has Africa. And Carter's dad is from Nigeria. A bag pocket, like we see. And I just did like a kind of, this section has got postage stamps in it that I like to theme things up. And so that could put a picture or a journal, and there's a hippo, just a card, children's cards. And more hippos. This is from this is a vintage image, and this just says cherish these days, and she can stick that down wherever she likes by a picture. And then what I did here was made a little pocket, and I added like a tag that has a Nigerian stamp on it. And then I also, this dictionary page that I folded up, it's got king on it, and I added stamps. Oh, sorry, I'm probably too close. Stamps from Nigeria inside this little pocket that I got. It's like a stamp pocket, and it fits right in that little pocket there. And that's a stitched pocket. Of course, you can add more things inside this pocket. And then another, this is the only page that I kind of skimped on a little bit, where I just did paper clips, and I just clipped on some bits here. And one of them is like a handmade tag. It's just like a napkin on top of, you know, some stamped images. And another card. Scar. Shame on Scar. And then here's some pattern paper that I'd had for a very long time, since my son was a baby. So I guess you could say it's vintage. I wanted to make it so she could put pictures there. And this is from a book. And I don't remember, it's like a book treasury of like stickers. I don't know if you've seen those books, and it's actually got a hide and seek page. And so it's Zazu, but all the characters are hiding on him. And then she can add more pictures. And another place to put pictures, just to tuck a photo in there, and she can actually put it in between. of course, there it is. So she can tuck the picture in there to make it nice and secure. This is actually a pocket as well. I tried to make everything useful so she can put a lot of pictures in this book. Monkeying around and fly on the back. It's just the other, she can open this up if she wants to. And I've got another atlas page. And then something I like to put in my journals I'm finding are these shaker pages. And like, it's actually a CD like pocket. And it's got like that beautiful picture of the two of them together, which would be Nala and Simba when they start falling in love. And it's a shaker page, and I put in lots of little leaves and jewels and bling. And it was probably one of my favorite things that I do in my journals is add this, and it's just a little bit of fun. Hopefully I made it so that you can see all that. I forgot to kind of make sure. Okay. And of course there's a pocket there. She can add something in behind. Okay, and then this tucks, actually this was supposed to be tucked in there, but this is another bit from the story about Friday and his mother Maisie, the giraffes, from that Jane Goodall book, and it's just a nice little story within a story. Something for them to enjoy. And this is a little pocket, a little, I guess you'd say, tuck right here. And this is a dollar store sticker, but it's got some dimension to it. They were so pretty. Atlas page. Mini pom-pom trim, which you probably recognize. Pocket. Rub-ons. Other side, but actually this side has more crowns on it. And it's now he's the Lion King and Nala's the Queen, so I thought that was fitting. And as you can see, this is a little bookmark that says proud on it. And it's the old Cricut cartridge that has the animals on it. And it had bookmarks on it, so I could do a whole bunch of different animals. And this is a tuck, and this is a tuck. And this is an old stamp I had. This is a page that I was happy with. I made sure that she could put some pictures on this page on the front. And this is more stories about Friday, and he's just getting older and starting to learn. And so he's tucked in there with his story, and it says learn with just some letter stickers. Oh, and then of course there's a little mini belly band. A belly band up at the top there. And then here is a kind of like a flag tag that I just tucked in there so she can add words. And of course that's the giraffe from the movie. And it was this part of that sticker book in the treasury book of stickers that had so many of the characters. I was really glad to find that. And this is a 4x6 mat. And here's like the stitched, you know what those are already. And here we have just a little, one of those discs, those little circular things I've had forever to put on the tag with his initial C. On the tab, I mean, sorry. Okay. And then this pattern paper. This is just from the vintage book. It's a fold out about the story, about the animals. It's just the real life, how they work. Actually, this is kind of a cool one. It talks about types of carnivores and that. I folded it up. So that picture is a little graphic, but you get the picture. We can keep that tucked in there for a while. It says discover, and there's the cat. Big lion cut out. Those are Carter's initials. Stickers, and of course there's a pocket on this, folds out, and it's of course from the movie as well. It's a score page, music page, pardon me. And these are old Telus. I don't know if you know Telus, but in Canada, old Telus stickers that used to give out for free. The Lion Cubs. Some of this stuff I've had for a long time. Another pocket with believe and just tags, just places to put pictures. Yeah. Oh, I lost my C. Must have popped open. And then there's another, let's Let's see if I've got that lined up now, sorry. Okay, and this is just a tuck pocket with just some things in it. Playing like children's cards, learning cards. This is a sticker, and that's like done on the computer. Just a place to journal, and of course a tag. Okay, and this is an envelope for her to maybe write a letter to him, to Carter, maybe in his going into his second year maybe, or about his first year. I thought it would be kind of a nice touch. And she could tuck their pictures, or she can do the letter, whatever she'd like to do. And then, as if it wasn't good enough to do that one book, I had to add more to it, of course. So there's another Lion King book called Friends in Need, and so that's just a tag. I'll go a bit quicker. This is from the story. It's about Zazu and Mufasa and how they met and how Zazu wanted to help Mufasa, basically. Okay, as you can see everything, I'll just kind of go quicker. This is from one of the children's books. It's like a activity book from the dollar store, and I love that color of yellow pom-pom trim. And this book was a little bit bigger, so I had to fold the pages, but I really wanted this in the story because he really likes Zazu. In the book, I mean, sorry. This is some cards, and these are, I don't know if they're, I think they're protecting elephants. And they're cards with baby animals and their mom or parent. And that's, of course, one of those tucks that I like to do. Side tuck. And this is a pocket, 4x6 mat pocket. And I just added some interesting little book page things. And then this is another one of those animals from the Recollections kit. I love zebras. And this is just some tags over here. And this is a playing card that I made into a pocket. And I like this image of the cheetah looking up. I thought that would be kind of neat. And then she could do, it's like a cheetah card is in there, but she could do a picture of Carter maybe and tuck it in there. Or I thought of even putting Zazu right there, whichever she likes. Just a bit of fun. And then this is a center, just a piece of cardstock that I wanted to use. I was thinking of doing a pocket, but then I got a little bit more creative and I started liking these fold over things. It's just a way to add a picture underneath and then put something over top to journal on, or put another picture. And then I stitched this card. This is just a little, or pardon me, tag. And she could put an image and then do some journaling. I just thought it was just kind of a pretty little tag that I started enjoying doing. And of course, this is a piece of, what do you call acetate? Acetate. Sorry, I bumped the camera again. Acetate. It's like a double pocket though. And I stitched it together there. And then it glued it down basically. So this, you can see there's two, well, of course I'm not going to be able, there. So it's a double pocket inside, hidden pocket. And I hadn't decided yet what to do with these guys. I might put some charms on, maybe not, we'll see. And then another place for another picture. The book is getting very fat at this point. I did another stitched pocket. And this is just some really pretty pattern paper that's I had gotten in a Michael's pattern paper pad. And that's actually Sarabi. This is before they had Simba, when they were dating. So the story goes into that he actually has to save Sarabi because she gets stuck in the pit there, but he wouldn't have known if it wasn't for Zazu. This is a really cute little memory game card that I found a whole pack of cards. I love finding those at Goodwill. That's the rest of the story. They're heading off into the sunset, Friday and Maisie. And this is just like a piece of pattern paper that I tucked into the pocket. And this is a card. She loves giraffes, like I said, so I added a giraffe card. And I love this trim. I've had this for years, and it just fits so nice on there. It's like frilly. Another pocket to put things inside. And this is a corner tuck that I added with Mufasa, Zazu card. Z for Zazu. And they're good friends. And this is a belly band. I didn't do very many throughout the book, but here's one. And this is a vintage. I've had this for over 25 years, this piece of pattern paper. And here's how he saves her life and everybody's happy. More of the stitched tabs that I did. And I made my own tucks like at the beginning, and I quite liked them. I have 3 more, but I had almost forgotten about them, but I managed at the end to remember to put this one in. So this one's one of the hippos. That's the paintings that Rafiki do. And I just made my own little tuck. I thought it was fun. I've seen some ladies do that online. And of course it's hippo stuff to go with the tuck. Just from books, different books. Children's book, Z, and I made a little pocket, and no, I don't know if you can see that. Here we go. You pull that out, and it's a nice long tag, and I thought it was funny how I got, for the letter Z, I got both Zazu and the zebra. Zazu, I think, is standing on the zebra, and the zebra kind of looks cranky, and I just kind of had a little bit of a sense of humor with that one and thought that was funny. She could write a little journal. Oh, jeez. Okay. And another pocket. I seem to like the color yellow for this book. And this is a tag. One of those nice fat ones. So she can put a picture on and journal on the back. And the last page is how Mufasa makes Zazu his advisor, and that's how it came to be. And this is a nice tag with the animal print ribbon that I just kind of tied it there with some clear stuff. I don't like putting staples in there. I don't know why. I have an issue with that. I'm gonna have to get more comfortable. And then at the end, it's just got, this is like an old Lion King coloring book that you'd seen earlier, and it actually had Sarabi, like the hidden word Sarabi, so you have to circle it multiple times. Thought that was fitting at the back there. And then I did a pocket at the back, and the animals are sad because the book's over, and I had pulled that from another book. I thought it was funny. And this is just like a little envelope. I was going to put something in it. I haven't decided yet, or she could put something in there that she likes. And that's the end of my journal. And so I just did, for closure, I did one of these, I don't remember what they're called, but I think it's a Tim Holtz one, closure. And then also I wanted to show you that I did the button side. I never demonstrated that. So I did this stitch, how I stitched it together was with buttons, and I've had lots of good people tell me how to do that. Online, I watched many wonderful videos. And this is also, I think, a Tim Holtz clasp to help me get my side tassel on. Thank you so much for watching my video, and hopefully I'll do many more. They probably won't be as custom as this one, but I thought you might enjoy it. So anyway, happy thrifting, or happy crafting. Goodbye.